Welcome to Munich, land of beer gardens, Baroque cathedrals, huge art museums, and if a couple of local visionaries have their way, it'll soon be the home of pop surrealism. Now we're going to drop in at the gallery Richter and Massey. Take a look at a show that they're installing about pop surrealism. Well, we'll take a quick sweep of the gallery here and look at some of the work that they're showing. And this piece is by Bernard Prince. This is actually a digital print of the original. This is a piece by Beastie Styles. This is by I.R. Ugly. There's a couple of pieces by Markus Müller. Now we're going to be traveling over to Karlsruhe for the Art Karlsruhe Fair, and part of what's going on there is we're going to be watching the first annual Pop Surrealism Award. Well, we're going to talk to one of the partners here at Richter and Massey Gallery, Lothar Keuler. Now tell us a little bit about your ideas for Pop Surrealism and the gallery and the awards.
So, you know, lowbrow art, or especially Pop Surrealism, how it's called now, it's very rare in Europe. There are not much artists and less galleries in this thing, and so we try to push it up in Munich. We try to make an award for European Pop Surrealism, for European Pop Surrealism, and now at this time my friends are loading up a helicopter on a trailer to bring it to Karlsruhe.
Do you believe that Munich has kind of a history going back with pop art and graffiti and things like that?
In the late 80s or in the middle 80s, we had the first graffiti scene in Germany, here in Munich. The first train, I think in Europe, was made in Munich in 82, and the first whole train too. It was in 84, the train to Geltendorf out of Munich.
So you're kind of carrying on this tradition of really pushing the avant-garde, and you're trying to get the gallery here with the awards as kind of a center for pop art or pop surrealism in all of Europe, right?
Yes, we try to be a center for pop surrealism and urban art, especially for pop surrealism, and so we try to support especially young Munich artists, but we work together with other artists too.
Okay, Lothar, well, we'll talk to you some more when we get to the fair.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. Go ahead. So we're off to Karlsruhe. Well, we're on our way to Art Karlsruhe, and this is a special project they're bringing along. This is their Pop Surrealism helicopter. This is actually a Russian helicopter that was built in 1968, and then it was leased to the Polish civil forces, and then it was decommissioned, and somebody here in Bavaria bought this as a playhouse for the grandchildren, and Lothar and some of his pop surrealist artists decided that they would borrow it and paint it. So we're going to be following this. It's like a big psychedelic graffiti insect. We're going to be following this baby all the way to Karlsruhe. Well, that's some crazy shit, huh? Okay, Karlsruhe, 150 clicks. So we made it here to Karlsruhe. This is one of the new upcoming art fairs here in Germany. Well, here comes the helicopter, the grand entrance. Well, I think they're certainly going to have one of the most impressive pieces out here, and probably one of the wackiest pieces, so I hope they get some attention with this. So we got a little chance to see the installation of probably one of the most unique pieces of pop surrealism, and the title of this helicopter painting is From War to Peace. Okay, now we're talking to Lothar again. Give us a brief story now. What is the website that people can submit their work to?
www.
Yes.
Then it's urban-art-award.eu.
Okay, so people can submit their work there and also take part in forums, and you've got a lot of things you're going to be doing there, right? And people are going to be able to vote and have a little community started there.
And this is a little community started there. They can do themselves a profile, load it up with the pictures and their paintings, especially for pop surrealism and urban art, and so we can see all this stuff we have in Europe. I hope so, and we will pay an award if it's financed. We're looking for that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Lothar.
Thank you.
And I'll make sure I put the address on at the end here so people will be able to see it.
Thank you.
Thanks. So that's us coming from Art Karlsruhe and the first annual European Award for Pop Surrealism and Urban Art. Now we're going to change folks a little bit, and we're going to talk to well-known curator and art writer David Galloway. Why don't you give us a little overview of your project here with the Cultural Partnership that you're one of the principals in?
Yeah, the Curatorial Partners have been coming together, forming an organization over the last couple of years. This is the first time they've actually presented themselves officially in public. It's an association of critics, former museum directors, independent curators who feel that there's a need within the current art landscape for a kind of flexibility and a kind of expertise that works outside the fixed systems, that we feel that we can move, we can develop new ideas, we can intervene, we can represent artists and art movements on the basis of the experience that we've accumulated in the course of the years, all of us. And it's actually for all of us, for me certainly, it's a very exciting concept, very exciting new project.
Now, how many curators are actually in the partnership at this point?
Well, we're in the process of growing and establishing ourselves at the moment. We started with 4, all former museum directors, and the group is expanding rapidly at the moment. But even if we only take the first 4, we can say that we have between us, among us, 200 years of museum experience.
Wow.
That we feel we can put at the service of artists, of museums, of galleries, and offer them something really very special.
And in a certain way, this is all kind of a new concept, something that's outside the established practices of what the curators up to this point have been doing, right?
Well, it attempts to augment them. It certainly doesn't attempt to oppose them or to undermine them or to offer a complete alternative. But on the other hand, to fill in the gaps, let's say, because public institutions, of course, move rather slowly.
That's right.
They have to. It's in the nature of their very existence that they move a little more slowly, and we can move very rapidly. We can reform, we can organize teams among ourselves and develop ideas that might be difficult to develop with such speed under other circumstances. Okay, well, thanks for taking a little time to talk to us. And this is the Cultural Partnership, right? Right. Curatorial Partners. Curatorial Partnership. Okay, well, we'll make sure we put a website on the end of this report so people can get in touch with you. Thanks for your time, David. Please do. Thank you.